Yeah, so I say that Finnegans Wake is rock and roll in print. Now, you have said that before, apparently.
Not exactly. You see, rock and roll for me is too much of a demotic thing, whereas Joyce is a very special single thing. So I prefer saying that Zappa's oeuvre is the completion of Joyce's project. That saying,
So Zappa is rock and roll.
I mean, I find there's something very paradoxical because, deliver me from the days of old, that rock and roll isn't in print. So putting it into print just sounds like the opposite of what rock and roll is.
The effect of rock and roll and rock, electrifying music, that McLuhan studied, and you celebrate some of it. Joyce predicted that by making a book that mimed what was coming. Because you can't read Finnegans Wake, you can dance to it.
Yeah, well, exactly, that you can dance to it. This is. I find it crucial to emphasize this, that about Finnegans Wake, that it is sheer linguistic pleasure. And this is maybe why I read too much of it on my show, because for me, all books have something lacking because they're not Finnegans Wake. They're not giving me as a reader enough grist on my tongue and changes between different letters and challenges about pronunciation. They're not giving me enough. Finnegans Wake at last has enough in it, in every phrase, to give me verbal, animal delight in pronouncing it, which is a musical delight, which is not a conceptual delight, although what's amazing is that the concepts are never quite, the string on the balloon is never quite cut. The concepts are still there, and Joyce is aware of that and shaping that too. That's another level of Finnegans Wake. But the density of linguistic invention and play going on at the level of the syllables leaves me disappointed with most other reading, and the only place I can find something equivalent would be in the extraordinary documentation of extreme vocals which has been done in popular music.
So
the vowel sounds of Hank Williams or Iggy Pop, or the extraordinary Bob Dylan. I think the guy who tried to justify Bob Dylan as literature written down is so barking up the wrong tree, because the whole point about Dylan is he's a fantastic singer. He's another Frank Sinatra. That's how to listen to him. His delivery is amazing, and it's in there, and the way he twists his vowel sounds, that his art is. And I think Finnegans Wake is the only book I know that has understood the amount of inflections which vowel sounds and consonants are going to be given by recording, by radio and popular music. And that's why. So I sort of agree with your rock and roll in print, although I put it round that way.